Girls, in this video, we are going to learn about the fiscal policy. As I said, the modern state is a welfare state and the government, they are giving much importance to the public. The fiscal policy has been very popular. And the growing importance of fiscal policy was after the Great Depression. Do you know when the Great Depression happened? The Great Depression happened in the year 1930. After that only, the macro policies, they were formulated in a very big manner. So, the Great Depression and the development of new economics, isn't it? The father of new economics, we call know J.M. Keynes. So, after the depression, the Great Depression, the macroeconomic policies were become very popular. Among them, fiscal policy is the most popular in macroeconomics. What is fiscal policy? So, it's the budgetary manipulation affecting the macroeconomic variables, isn't it? Output, employment, savings, investment, and etc. And then they have given the definitions of macro fiscal policy by Arthur Smith and Buchler. It is a policy refers to the government uses its expenditure and revenue programs to produce desirable effects and avoid undesirable effects of the national income, production and employment. This is given by Arthur Smith. So, fiscal policy is nothing but the government's revenue and expenditure. Revenue and expenditure which is spending on a desirable manner, desirable effect, and to avoid the undesirable effect on the national income, that is production, employment and other things. And then Buchler give another definition, that is it is meant the use of public finance or expenditure, taxes, borrowing and financial administrations to further our national economic objectives. Say, so fiscal policies help for the national economic objectives, helps to improve. And then we are going to learn the fiscal instruments, which are also called as fiscal tools or fiscal levers. What are called fiscal instruments? The fiscal policy is implemented through the fiscal instruments, which is called fiscal tools, which helps to repair something, or sometimes it's called fiscal levers. Something helps to induce the economic growth, which helps for the economic growth. So, the government expenditure, taxation, borrowing are the fiscal tools. What are the three fiscal tools? Taxation, government borrowing and expenditure. These three are called the fiscal tools or instruments or fiscal levers. Now let us learn this. Taxation already you have studied, isn't it? What do you mean by tax? Tax is a compulsory payment that every citizen has to pay to the government. Or else, tax is a compulsory payment made by the government and it is given to the citizen, isn't it? Or tax is compulsory payment given by the citizen to the government. It is a burden. There is no quid pro quo with the taxpayer and the government. We cannot expect any benefit for paying the tax. It's one of our duty. Now, refusal to pay tax is punishable one. So, everything we have learned in the taxation. So, what do you mean by tax? Taxation. By taxation, what is happening? The money is transferred from the public to the government, isn't it? From the people. Money transfer from the public, from the people to the government, isn't it? By paying the tax, we are transferring our fund to the government. We are paying our money to the government. So money is transferred from the people to the government. If the tax rates increases, already we have learned during the inflation the tax increases. During the deflation or depression, the tax decreases. That we learn. If the tax rate increases, what would happen? There will be a decrease in the disposable income. That you have studied, isn't it? What is disposable income? That is personal income minus direct taxes called disposable income. That we have studied in the second lesson. Have you remembered, girls? Disposable income is nothing but the personal income minus direct taxes is called disposable income. So, if the tax increases, the disposable income will decrease. And then, so, taxation, when we have to use the taxation, we have to use only to control inflation. So, to control inflation only, the taxation, this tool should be used to control only the inflation. This tool has to be used only to control inflation. And during depression period, taxes are to be reduced, isn't it? So, we have to use inflation during the, we have to use the tax rate, higher tax rate during the inflation and lower tax rate at the during depression or deflation, isn't it? So these are the things we are studying under the heading of taxation. It's an important tool, how it has to be used by the government on the people. That only we are discussing in this paragraph. So here the money is transferred from the people to the government. If the tax rate increases, the disposable income will be decreased. And during the inflation time, the taxation should be, the tool taxation should be used to control only the inflation, not in the ordinary time. And then second one, what we learned? Government expenditure. Government expenditure. Public expenditure or government expenditure. So, if the expenditure rises, if government expenses is more, what would happen? I already told you during the depression period, the phase of trade cycle, during the depression period, the government do the autonomous investment. Have you remembered, girls? Autonomous investment will be done by the government. So, by the autonomous investment, there will be an increase in the production. It will give employment opportunities. After getting the employment, they will get the income. The income will induce the consumption. The consumption will induce the production. Then the economic will go up. Isn't it? We learn in the trade cycle. So, if the government expenses increases, salary, wages, everything will be increased, isn't it? Salaries and wages, everything will be increased. So, if the salary and wages increase, it will leads to the aggregate demand to increase. There will be an increase in the aggregate demand, isn't it, girls? So, the government expenses leads to the increase in the salary, thereby leads to the increase in the aggregate demand for goods and services. So, it is raised to fight recession and reduced control inflation. So, when do they use this government expenditure? Recession period. That I told, now only I told. During the trade cycle period, they will use this recovery period, not to fight recession. That means to come up from the recession, they will use this government expenditure tool. And the third one is public debt. Sorry girls, the third one is public debt. By mistake I told government borrowing. Sorry, borrowing only public debt. Public debt. So, when the government borrows a loan, if the government is borrowing loan from internal and external sources, already we have studied, have you remembered? By internal, they will issue bonds, securities through the banks and also in the private sector. So, while the government is borrowing, the same way, money is transferred from the public to government, isn't it? We are handed over money by getting the bonds, by buying the bonds, our money is going to government. So, money is transferred to government. So, by borrowing, the money is transferred from the public to the government, from the people to the government. Why? How it is moving? Because the government is selling bonds, securities and other things. While we are buying those bonds and securities, we are giving the money. So, the money is transferring from public to government. And then, at the time of interest payment and repayment of public debt, funds are transferred from the government to public. After some times, after the maturity or when the government is repaying the loan, what would happen? Again, the money is transferred from the government to public or people, isn't it? So it will happen. If the government needs, we will give money. If it doesn't need, if it wants to give back, we will get the money. So there will be an exchange from government and the people. And the next one we are going to see the objective of fiscal policy.